Welcome back to the show, and I'm joined here, wonderful, actually got three people here. Ray Brown and his wife Jilly, and of course just before the break we were talking to Paul, who's come through from Spirit, and you were sharing some of your insights. Can you tell us a little bit more about your work?
Oh, my work is, well, I'm classed as a spiritual neurosurgeon, which I trained to do in Spirit. And that is why the training of Raymond has taken so long, because we had to start from a young age so that we got everything correct. Most of the people that come to us have neurological problems. Lots of them have spinal injuries or trapped nerves, slipped discs, etc. We also have lots of other cases. We don't just treat bad necks and bad backs. So we treat all things like irritable bowel syndrome. Lots and lots of people have that, arthritis. And we also treat lots of neurological complaints, MS, Parkinson's. We treat because of my stature. And obviously we have doctors that send patients to us with...
There is a particular neurosurgeon, isn't there? That
yes, there is, yes. Yes, Walter, he's been working with me now since 1996. But he works in Norway at the moment. And yes, he's a wonderful good friend as well. But he understands our work completely.
And he's in the normal medical profession, isn't he?
Oh yes, he's a professor.
You did his neck, didn't you, Paul?
It actually started, yes, he came and did a lecture with us in 96 or 7. And from then on, he went away for a long time, and then he came back. And then he had problems with his neck. When operating with the scopes that they have to put on their head, it damaged one of his nerves and vertebrae in his neck. So rather than go to his friends, the surgeons, he came to me, which we repaired. And he's back doing his work.
Excellent. And in general, how has the normal medical profession sort of...
Well, I think the normal medical profession you have lots of doctors that are for it and lots of doctors that are not. They are gradually coming round to the fact that not just me, but healing helps. So it's not just my work, it's healing itself has a big place as well. So they are coming round. And we have had people, we had I think it's 14 students come from Liverpool to spend 4 days with us, to have the experience of working alongside me, watching my patients, watching what I do, and giving them the insight into alternative therapies. So I was one of those people they chose for them to come and see. And we've had 2 or 3 of them who have now passed as doctors, who have been back to see us, so it's wonderful.
Are you aware of anybody else that works in the same way as you and Ray do on the planet?
Yeah, there is one other person who's being trained who has been trained by me, which is Quinton Smith.
Oh yes, I had him on as a guest on.
And he's been trained, and he's in the way where Raymond was 15 years or 20 years ago. So he's coming up slowly in the field of spiritual surgery. I can only give them the pathway. Unfortunately, he has to now find his own pathway, and get not knowledge, because the doctor has the knowledge, but he has to have the experience of doing the work. But he's doing well.
So if someone wanted to follow this particular, your particular way of healing, what would they need to do?
Start early. Because to be perfect and do the job correctly, you would have to be trained from an early age. Right. It's not something that, to get a guide in or a doctor in to work takes at least 4 years to get them settled. Then it takes another 10 years to train them inside the physical body to actually work with the public. Bearing in mind that you have to be switched on these days and know what you're doing.
And of course, part of your work, from what I understand, is that you've been training a number of spirit doctors that will work with people on the earth plane, is that correct?
We have trained doctors in spirit not to work with them as such coming through, but working with people who do healing. Because of the group healing method that we set up, and we have groups like here in this place, we have groups of healers come who do the healing for me, we have to train the doctors to work with them. So the academy trains the doctors to allow them to come to the earth plane to work. So that is, they're already trained in spirit, but they carry out the aftercare, as I call it, from my work. So they come in, they do their job, and they go. And the reason that we have to have so many is because I'm in the body. I don't have to touch the Earth's atmosphere as a spiritual being. Sure. So therefore, I'm quite safe. Raymond's taken away into spirit, and I'm in his body, so that's no problem. But doctors coming down to work for healing, they have to go after every patient and be cleansed and cleared of being here, because it's like walking in treacle. So every patient, we have to change the team. So you can have as many as 300 doctors working in this place in a day. Wow. So they have to be trained.
And you're doing a demonstration, I believe, is that right? In
yes,
Hartford in March, is that
Hartford to Bury, yes, in Hartford. It's all on the website actually, on raybrownhealing.com, and all the details of that, how to get in touch. And that's actually with a clairvoyant as well. The clairvoyant is going to do a demonstration, and Raymond's going to go into trance and do a demonstration of healing with Paul on the public.
Wow, that'd be good.
So we used to do lots of them. We don't do so many now because we're so busy. But we did this as a special favour to somebody. So, and we have a clinic in Bricket Wood, you see, because we've got 8 clinics.
That's right.
And we've got one in that particular area. And this young lady said, "Would you mind doing one here?" And we said, "I don't know." Okay, we'll do it. So it will help the clinic as well. So help the people there to know about Raymond and Paul.
So where are the clinics?
We have Bury St Edmunds, we have Lutterworth, Leicestershire, Bricket Wood near St Albans. We have this place, JA Centre, near between Dorking and Reigate, and we also have clinics in Brighton.
Oh, right, yeah.
So we're more south of England. We'd like to go up the north. We did go to Liverpool. We've been up north, but such a lot of travelling. Raymond's 66 now. We have to cut down some of the travelling. Yeah. So we tend to keep to this half of the country. Because we live in Bury St Edmunds, you see. Yeah. So we have to travel from Suffolk to all those clinics, because we find that it's better for us to travel to the people, because a lot of them are in a lot of pain, and they can't do a lot of travelling. So that's about as much as we can do.
You've got the same lifestyle as me, haven't you? Driving around
in a motorhome. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we used to go to the West Country, but we found that too much travelling as well.
Right, sure.
Quint looks after the West Country now.
Well, sadly, time has flown by. Great honour.
It's been good being here.
Who we got? Are we Ray?
No, he's still Paul. He's still Paul.
Unfortunately.
And thank you.
You're very welcome, Nick. It was nice to have met you.
And if anyone wants to get hold of you, it's raybrownhealing.com.
Yes, on the website, and everything's on there, all about us. And thank you.
You're most welcome.
He's coming back now.
Well, join us again next week, and as always, I finish the show with a piece of music. So join us next week.